Hey friend, Roger Christofferson here with another episode of my Forgotten Gems. I keep saying that. It's Overlooked Gems. I guess that's what we're sticking with. We're sticking with Overlooked Gems. I'm not going to go back and fix that either because that's what this channel is all about, just talking to each other like we're hanging around, drinking a beer and talking about music. That's kind of like the vibe I'm going for on here anyway. And talking about music that I love and I think maybe didn't get enough attention. This is one of those ones. It's John Norum, Total Control. This was released back in 1988. So if you don't know who John Norum is, or was, he still is, and was the guitar player for Europe. He actually left for a little bit. Key Marcello took over right after they did the Final Countdown, which is a strange time to leave a band. But anyway, there's a lot of bootlegs out there. Of John playing guitar and Key Marcello playing guitar like midway through the shows and stuff, the tour, and that's kind of funny listening to them both play. Different styles, but I always loved John Norum the most in Europe. His guitar playing is like hard to explain. It's definitely got bluesy elements. You could tell he's influenced, like Thin Lizzy, Gary Moore, that type of style. But he plays really fast, intricate stuff too. I mean, listen to the solo in the Final Countdown. Even if you don't like that song, listen to that solo. It's killer. I mean, the guitar playing on that album's great. And if you go back and listen to the earlier stuff before the Final Countdown, his guitar playing is like insane. And they were young, and it just keeps getting better. This one, he sings the majority of the stuff on, and he's got a killer voice. It's deeper than Joey Tempest of Europe. But he's got a bluesier, deeper, more soulful voice, which I really like his singing voice too. And I'm so envious of like musicians like this that can not only they play like amazingly well on their instrument, they sing great, and he actually writes some really good songs on here too. The majority of these were written by him, although there is a couple that weren't. It kicks in with Let Me Love You, great rockin' song. Yeah, I think they might have done a video for that one, I'm really not sure. Love Is Meant to Last Forever. Actually, I think they might have done a video for that one too. That one's actually got Goran Edmonds singing on it. In case you don't know who he is, he sings on like 1,000 albums out there. Most notably, he was with Yngwie for a little bit there. And then that album that he sang with, the first one he sang with, I think it was called Eclipse, whereas his vocals are so buried in that mix, so they should redo that album and bring his vocals up because he's a killer singer. Anyway, back to this one, Too Many Hearts, track 3, which is it's a great soulful song. Somebody Else Here, track number 4 is great. An Eternal Flame, it's a killer rock. It's upbeat, really fast song actually, and Goran sings backing on that one. And then we get to Back on the Streets, which may sound familiar if you've ever listened to any Vinnie Vincent Invasion stuff. It was actually a song on one of their releases, and it was written by Vinnie Vincent and R. Friedman, whoever that is. I'm drawing a blank on who that is, but anyway, he wrote that song, and Goran sings on that one as well. The rest of the album is all sung by John. Blind is what kicks off. I think it was side 2 because I had this on cassette. No, that was Back on the Streets actually kicked off side 2, but Blind, it's a killer song, bluesier and just heavy. I mean, this album is actually heavier than a lot of the Europe stuff. So if you liked Europe and you thought they should be heavier, maybe this should something you would really like. Law of Life, another rockin' song. That one actually was not written by John. It was written by a couple other people who I don't know at all. Probably Swedish guys because this is a Swedish band. They're all from Sweden. So I don't know M. Linfors and M. Lawrence. I actually have no idea who that is, but killer song anyway. Until We'll Do What It Takes Together. It's another good song. And then Wild One, which a lot of you may remember from Thin Lizzy. It's a good cover of an old Thin Lizzy song. And then it ends with In Chase of the Wind. Just another cool song. Anyway, I said cool and killer I think a lot in this review, but I'm making cassette noise here because I do have this on cassette. I should probably go out and get this on CD because I have a bunch of his other stuff. Because he has released a few more on CD and other stuff since then. He actually has one where Glenn Hughes sings all the lead vocals on it too. And he's got a new one coming out here fairly soon. I actually just saw the video for it. I was planning on doing this review like months ago before I even knew he had a new album come out, so it's kind of funny that it kind of lines up. And the singer from Wigwam, I believe, is the one singing on that song, so I don't know if he's singing on the whole album or if they're going to go back and forth a little bit. I hope John sings because he's really got a cool voice. And as much as I love Glenn Hughes, I would have loved to hear what it sounded like with John singing those songs too on that other album there. But yeah, definitely check it out. Even if you're not a fan of Europe, if you're just a fan of heavy blues rock, the production on this one's a little muddy, but if you get past that part of it, I would love to hear this one actually remastered or even remixed or one of the two or both, because this is one of those albums that just was great and just nobody knew about it. So yeah, give it a listen, like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff like I always say, and talk to you guys later.